It's such a beautiful day. Let's have some fun on the deck and let's talk about how not to spoil your dog so they won't be disappointed in their life, though this hummingbird is having a blast with 2 fountains here. Hi, it's Robbie and Zoe from Southern California, and we're on our deck. I want you to see what I have done and how we have spoiled this dog. Here is some of her toys. And yes, they talk. And this is what you're hearing in a lot of my videos. It's crazy. If the toy doesn't do anything, she's not as excited about it. Though I will tell you, she's got a pile of toys in the house. It's so funny. And if I try to vacuum and I want to clean up all the toys and put them in a container or something, she goes into hysterics. She's got this duck that she loves, and we bought that from Amazon. And the problem was, I'll tell you about a mistake we made that we really should never have done. So we've got the duck, then we've got this that belonged to one of my dogs years ago. That toy's over 10 years old and it's still going. It lasts, oops. All right, she doesn't want me to take it. Look at this. Probably not a good toy to get your dog if you want them to not hurt birds. Then she's got a little frog. This one was from Chewy, which is so cute. You know why I bought it? It was the funniest thing. I read the reviews and everybody could not stand it. They were very upset with it because they said, my dog can't play with this. It's too small. It's tiny. And I thought, this is perfect. Why? Because we've got a cat that we bought on Amazon and she can't play with it. She's frustrated with it because you have to bite the cat and she is way too small. So she's got these two. Like I said, that and this one's in. No, that's not that one. Where's your other toy? There's another toy, and she does hide them too, that you pull the tongue out. It's for a cat, and you put it on the ground and it jumps. She knows how to pull the tongue out. She doesn't want us to do it. She wants to do it. So this is what you're hearing a lot of times. And of course, she's got squeaky toys. Where's all your squeaky toys? You don't know where they are? She puts them under the couch. She puts them under the chair. So you gotta look under the couch for things and everything. The mistake we made is when they come in the mail, we bring the box in the house and we open the box and she sits there with great anticipation because she's learned that, oh, mail means she gets something, a delivery. But it's not always for her, obviously. Not always. So today, Gary was going through the boxes and throwing them out or getting them ready to compost in some of the ways he composts. I don't use cardboard because cardboard, you can see here, it doesn't break down. And it gets black mold on it, and it just doesn't work like food products does. Now you can bury it under the soil where you don't see it and eventually it will break down, but it's very slow in the garden breaking down, so I kind of stay away from that. But he was going through the cardboard. Hey, out of the kale. And see, there's another bowl back there, hers. They're all over the place. And she thought she was getting a toy and she was in hysterics, crying and biting at my ankles. So this is why she got this one, because I bought 3 of them. It was I think it was buy 2, get 1 free. So now she's got this little frog. She's got a fish. She's got something else too. So that's what I was going to say is maybe if your dog is getting deliveries from the delivery truck, don't let them see the boxes coming in, because she actually waits now when she sees a delivery truck and she sees a box. She thinks and she will sit there and wait. Just wait. Like there's got to be something in there. So we had to give her that toy today. I do have extra spares put away. And we could do a zip around the deck. There's nothing new. I'm just starting this and I'm going to clean this up and make it look really fancy. I'm going to put a decoration around here later. I just stuck this here now. We've got a new rainstorm coming in. I've got lettuce coming up in here, and this is flower seeds coming in. Now it's so noisy. You got the guineas screaming behind me. These are all onions. Really good to see. I loaded in a whole bunch of walking onions in here, and see how tiny they are? They're not doing much. But when you put one, they really take off. The reason they're skimpy is I use them from here. We've had so much rain. See, I just kind of tear them all off, and I use them for dinner, breakfast, whatever. It worked really good to put them here and just come out here. And I don't care if I take them all the way to the ground, because they'll come right back. Here's got 2. This has got quite a few. I think they're all... This is so loud. It's the guineas. And then I had a few I wasn't sure if they were any good. There's kitty litter in there too. You know how I use kitty litter for a lot of things. I mix it in, holds water. A lot of these in here, they look like the bulbs that they were dried out because I had forgot about them. I'm going to get more planted there. And so I started throwing them all in, and these came up. And so we did pretty good on them. But look at this. She loves her toys. Look at this cloud. So we've got another storm that is going to come in probably tonight. We've had one rainstorm after another. I don't know if you can see this across the hill. Yeah, you probably can't. Let me see. Yeah, see how it's all tarped? The whole hillside across there. That's probably in somebody's backyard. So stuff like that doesn't make the news. We drove around the other day. It took us 20 minutes to get out of here. It was unbelievable, or longer. And so many people have like block walls and they've come down. You've got areas where it's just a hillside. They came down the roads. They had every road closed. We finally had to go to the workers and say we need to get out, and they finally let us get out. It was really bad. I've been setting up different fountains. You saw this for Valentine's Day. This has been a favorite. Oh my gosh, even before I turned my camera on just now, they were there. They take a bath out of that one and that one. I moved that one down there just for now, and I flipped it so it's not going to run, because all you have to do is see how this is running. You shut it off. So I shut it off for now. I had it on the ground, but Zoe likes to get in there and take a bath. But on the deck, no, I'm waiting. It's just been one storm after another, and I've got enough food in my garden that I can go and get, but I've got tons of lettuce growing. Look at this. It's getting so much water that even though it's overpacked, they're growing really good. I've got more lettuce over there. So as you can see, nothing has been done as far as growing food. The flowers are coming up everywhere. Look, got kind of odd looking marigolds. They're kind of crinkly, but this is the hummingbird's lunch. There's one flower on it. It should start flowering soon. This is potato mint. There's a lettuce in there. And I've decided this year, big changes. No more potato mint in totes. It will all be going in buckets. I will be growing them just like potatoes. More flowers. So that's going to be a change, and I will take this potato mint when I'm ready. I don't think we can take it out and see what's in there, because I don't know what's in there, because it has died back. I don't want to kill my lettuce. Yeah, I can't do it, really. I'll leave it, because what I'm going to do is go in there. Sorry. No, we'll leave it. We'll go in there and we'll move it and put the whole thing in a bucket, and it will get better growth and then easier to harvest, because then I can just tip the whole thing. I've got to do hummingbird feeders again. We have had tens of thousands of hummingbirds coming through here constantly. They're migrating, even though the weather looks so bad and it looks like, wow, you're getting tons of rain, which we are. It's still not getting in the 30s. So this is a new thing. She stands on my shoe. You want me to pick you up? I know. She wants to see what I can see. So anyways, as I was saying, we're not getting really cold. It's coming through, I'm going to call it as a warm rain. Even though we're in the 50s, we sometimes drop to 47 at night. That's still not cold. So the birds are doing fantastic. Gary's got in his garden down there a hummingbird nest, and the birds are nesting. Let me put her down. We've got an owl in that nest. We think it's a great horn. And then we've got the Cooper hawks nesting in our pepper tree there. So the birds are nesting. And then here I'm going to clean this all up. What's really interesting is these are cuttings. These are all cuttings that are starting to make a comeback. More walking onions. Nothing else in there. This whole thing should have been thrown out, but I hit it with some purple paint. Used my old watering can, more lettuce in there. This is nothing. This is some garlic chives. We can walk over here for a minute. Like I said, I haven't done anything. I've got lettuce coming up here, and there's a lettuce back there. Nothing. Look, even a shampoo bottle. I put a walking onion in. Look at that. So there's, and then a little container from Hershey's. I've got one onion, baby onion I put in there. Some flowers. This doesn't look like much, but let me show you. I've got a ton of lettuce. There's my seeds. Oh, do we have to talk more about seeds? Look, I believe I've got a papaya growing in there. And then here, like I said, it's just the hummingbird feeders, which all need to be refilled. They were just filled an hour ago. So it's a constant battle to keep everything full. And again, the solar fountains are slowing down. I put this here mainly for the house finches, house sparrows, scrub jays, different birds like that, mockingbirds to come in because the hummingbirds don't take a bath in that. Then I've got more flowers. This is a type of flower. I think this is a salvia, but I'm not sure. I've got a lettuce here. I'm going to move this one because I've got celery and lettuce. I'll put flowers in there later. And then here, more flowers from last year from the hummingbirds. Look at the marigolds. They don't mind the winter at all. They did slow down and now they're making a comeback, which is really, really cool. There's a food container that's decoupaged with peas on the front, but it's more walking onions in there. And then more flowers. And look, we're starting with the salvias, the flowers. Oh, I got to get this in. I grabbed this to wash and clean. So as far as what's going on, that's it. But with your dogs, oh, look, here I've got food containers. I want to go plant my beets. I threw some beet seeds in here. So they're doing good. I actually have a place to separate those out. I'll pull the tool out and then separate those and get that plant in. And one little lettuce is in there right now. But when it comes to your dogs, make sure that they don't think that every delivery is for them, or you will have very upset dogs. And that's what she's thinking. Oh, here, look at this. There was a big pepper. You probably saw that about a month or so ago. Got one more left to harvest. It looks terrible. I will tell you something. On this plant, all I have to do is I'm waiting for this to be harvested, which I'm going to harvest soon. There's a carrot in there too. I'm going to trim all the leaves off. And maybe put some wood chips or leaves on top for mulch, and this will come back really nice. All these leaves will be just removed, compost the leaves, and then see all the new growth starting. They'll be fine. There's a sweet potato. They've died back for the winter, but it's nice. It's really nice. Got a good root system now. This is cuttings I did from some wildflowers, and all of them made it. Every single one made it. I was so excited on that. I can't remember the name offhand, but it literally was up in the canyon. I took some cuttings and they really, this one took off like mad. And then in here, just the lettuce going to seed. But what's funny on the sweet potato, see the sweet potato? It's that root in there, which is probably not helping the pepper. So I'll get that out fairly soon and plant it in its own pot and let the pepper continue. The mint, it looks skimpy. Usually mint dies completely back for the winter. It did not. So there's still enough little leaves to pick. Here's a few lettuce growing in here with some onions. I put the tiny baby bulbs in there from the walking onions, and they're coming up. And this is my tricolored sage. That should have died back. That was a skin from a turmeric, and it's growing really good. Don't throw your spice bottles out, because they're good for propagating, and I do a lot of that too. So I just wanted to kind of show you the deck and say it's still here. We've got the songbirds all day coming in here, and what is so funny is I put the lid on at night so I don't get any critters or rodents climbing in here. There's even a can of dog food I put in here a little bit ago and let it just break down, dog food that my dogs won't eat. And they come in here when the lid is on, and they sit on the deck here screaming. Remove it. It's so funny. And then Gary will say, what is that? I said, it's the songbirds. They're yellow rump warblers. That's the big ones. And then we also have flycatchers that come here. And then they come in here and they feed all day. And they know I leave the cardboard here so the flies can hide underneath. They're fruit flies. Hummingbirds feed from here too. Not too many because they do a really good job at getting them out. But this kind of gives shelter to the fruit flies, and they hop around and they knock on the cardboard that's not breaking down, and then they can get the flies to jump up and they can catch them. Anyways, I guess I am going to go get these feeders refilled. I have to wash everything, refill it. This is a tree collard here and celery. I'm really happy with everything growing. And this is sow thistle, and we leave this for the goldfinches so they can come in and eat the seeds. And this, whoa, just open. This is why you got to be careful with your soil that I talk about a lot. This is so fine that if this gets into any of your soil, it will grow. And you'll think, wow, my seeds are growing, and it is not. All right, so with that, oh, she's gone. Have a wonderful day. Oh, no, there she is. And don't forget to eat what you grow. You didn't show them how your little duck. Let's see, how does your duck work? Look at this. She loves this. What a wonderful thing. Whoops. To buy a dog. Teach him to harvest ducks out of the wild, or chickens. Oh my gosh. I guess that one's, is that a chicken or a duck? It's a chicken. With that, have a wonderful day. And don't forget to eat what you grow, and I'm telling you, she loves it. And you know what? That one's rechargeable. When the batteries go out of those things, you have to toss them. And you never let your pets with these battery operated toys play with them without being supervised. Because if you ever see that it is opening up, and that they can get inside, throw it out at that point. Or if you're creative a little bit, you can cut it open, take out the battery, the whole mechanism, and stitch it back, and then let them play with it. But I haven't had a single one come apart. That one's got Velcro. You can open it up and recharge that one. So that one should last until she tears it apart. Yes, it's a chicken. So with that, have a wonderful day. And don't forget to eat what you grow. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.